Hello, everyone. My name is Madeline Norwood, and today I'm going to talk about a really cool experiment that I studied looking at kombucha tea, that fizzy drink a lot of people like, and how it affected fat levels in tiny worms. Even though worms and people are very different, what we learn from them can actually help us understand more about our own health. This research paper is called Kombucha Tea Associated Microbes Remodel Host Metabolic Pathways to Suppress Lipid Accumulation. Simply put, this means that consuming kombucha can cause changes in these tiny worms' bodies to allow for less fat to be there. The study was done by Rob Dowen and his lab team at UNC's School of Medicine in the Cell Biology and Physiology lab. Kombucha is a sweet tea that has been left to sit and ferment. It is full of tiny living things called microbes. Microbes are very small living things, such as bacteria, yeast, and fungi. Many people drink kombucha because they believe in its health benefits, but there's still a lot we don't know about how it really affects the human body. This study wanted to find out, can the tiny living things in kombucha actually change how much fat is stored inside the body? To answer this question, the scientists in the lab used a very, very small worm named a C. elegans. A C. elegans is a model organism. A model organism is a living thing that is used as their simple body structure can help scientists to better understand more complex body structures, such as humans. C. elegans are similar to humans in many ways, but specifically in the way their body reacts to food and fat. C. elegans are also perfect to use in studies as they grow fast and are easy to study. The worms in this experiment were given two different food sources. Group 1 was fed regular food, which was bacteria that C. elegans eat normally. Group 2 was fed the living microbes in kombucha. In this picture, you can see the tiny worms growing off the food they were given. This study showed that tiny worms that ate the microbes in kombucha showed much less fat inside, as well as smaller fat sizes when compared to the normally fed tiny worms. Both groups were fed equally and at the same time throughout this study. Picture A on the left shows the worms with red dye present. The darker the red, the more fat present. Kombucha fed C. elegans showed lighter red when compared to the normally fed C. elegans. Picture B on the right is a measurement of how much fat they had. So, what does this mean for humans? Of course, these tiny animals are not humans. So, of course, the results do not directly connect to humans, but they do hint towards that kombucha could allow for health benefits in humans. Kombucha might be able to manage fat levels in humans, and they could help lower the risk of diabetes, obesity, and other health problems in humans. But more research still needs to be done to discover if these effects will happen in humans. In conclusion, kombucha microbes help lower and manage fat levels in these tiny worms. The results can help give us hints towards the health benefits of kombucha in humans, but more research still needs to be done in humans. Thank you for listening. I hope you found this as interesting as I did.